We're already through another week, so it is the perfect time to bring back clips of the week, the series where we go over the most popular and controversial clips from things that different pros have said. And in today's video, we finally got Clix going live again and responding to Khanada's statement about him saying how both of their trios will dud globals if Clix continues to try to take their loot. We also got so many different clips to talk about in today's video. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys. If you guys want to support me even more, the best way to do so is by using code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. We're trying to hit 1,000 supporters on the code, so I appreciate every single person that does use code KDOG. Also, if you guys want to watch this set lobby finals with me where all of the drama is going to go down tomorrow, make sure you guys follow me on my Twitch or come back here on the day of finals. Without further ado though, let's start this video off by giving you guys some backstory on Khanada's original statement on why Clix will dud globals if he tries to steal his loot.
Clix is sacrificing streaming to practice with his trio, but he's just gonna dud if he does this. I just have no clue. I just don't know how it works. Their POI got nerfed? Yeah, okay, like, that sucks, brother. But if they want to key us for, or try to take our loot for, like, we're gonna have to just fight them for the loot. Like, we don't have loot either, gang.
Alright, so we already talked about this pretty extensively. We saw some different fights happen between the trios, and in the main fight that they had, Khanada's team did end up winning, but Khanada pretty much was just very vocal about they will both dud globals if Clix continues to try and steal their loot, and today we finally got Clix's response to that.
Yo, we did get hardly nerfed. That's the truth. We don't have a mobility slingshot anymore. We don't have any bugs in our POI, which is like the main thing that's disgusting right now. Bugs are disgusting. So we don't have those two. We looted 10 games of Supernova and we realized we don't have enough loot. It's just realization. And we realized we could get that for free. And what did we do? In eval, we got that 4 out of 4 games. Every single game without getting punished. The reality of it is, as much as he's gonna say, oh, we'll just dud globals, brother. We'll both dud globals. And then at that point, Queasy will dud globals too, because then he doesn't have a trading partner. Because you guys are sitting there just trading each other. So it's honestly like, I don't know, brother, it's our loot, whether anybody likes it or not. And if they want to fight us, they can fight us. Khanada knows our trio in a 3v3 bends them over and banks them in any scenario ever, bro. Cool, we lost one. We did lose a 3v3, but that was me whiffing a pump.
Now, there's a lot of different parts of Clix's argument to break down here. He says that that is their loot, but I mean, technically, if we're just being real here, Khanada was the person that landed there first. So I mean, obviously both of the teams, like Khanada's gonna say that's his loot, Clix is gonna say that's his loot, because they are going to end up fighting for it either way. I do 100% agree with everything Clix said here about his POI getting nerfed and them pretty much needing that loot, but at the same time, as Khanada was also saying, they also need that loot too. Clix brought up a very interesting point at the end of his first statement where he said that if Khanada and Clix end up both dudding because they're fighting, then that can also lead to Queasy dudding as well, because then Queasy would not be able to trade with Khanada's trio, who is one of their main surge trading partners. And I think that's honestly a pretty good card for Clix to pull right there, because if Khanada has to get into multiple mid-game engagements between Clix's trio, then their storm surge strategy is 100% going to be getting slowed down from that. And I wouldn't be surprised if this leads to Khanada's team potentially even struggling with surge as well. But then, like, at the same time, it's also hurting Clix's trio as well, because if they both have to fight each other for the loot in the mid game, then neither of them are able to trade surge with separate teams. Them fighting really just seems like a lose-lose situation. I know we also pretty much brought up this argument before, but when we talk about in a straight 3v3 who is actually the better team, I think when we're just going player for player, so IGL comparison would be Rapid versus Iamzo. I would definitely take Iamzo in that stance right there, just pure fighting wise. Boltz versus Higgs, I would probably take Boltz, so that goes 1-to-1. And then pretty much the only even like player to player comparison is Clix versus Khanada, and I think that one can go 50-50 on who is actually going to win their ones there. So I think this is almost as close of a dead even fight as we have. We have kind of seen Clix's trio absolutely running through some pro teams recently, but in the only one fight that we got to see them in the Eval Cup, Khanada's team was the one that won it. I'm very curious on in the finals tomorrow, how many times is Clix and Khanada going to fight for it, and what is the final score actually going to be? Let's make up a little bit of a hypothetical hypothetical here. I feel like if this team's fought 12 out of 12 games in globals, which I mean, I don't think there's any way that happens. I think I'm kind of leaning more towards Clix's trio right now, but that would even, I would only probably say like a 7-5 in favor of them. I'm curious on what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Who would you guys actually predict to win 12 mid-game engagements between these two trios? It definitely does suck for Clix that his POI did get nerfed so close with globals out now, and there really isn't nothing he can do about it. Like, he's not going to completely switch drop spots, try to go fight another team off spawn and alpha up that POI with less than a week till globals. But yeah, this is just adding even more drama between two of our top teams on NA. Something that really does suck about this is we're probably gonna have Peter contested at LAN. We might have Clix versus Khanada going head to head, so that is 3 out of our top 4 teams all being in pretty rough situations already at globals. But hey, if this is going to affect Queasy like Clix thinks it could, that is just even better for Poyo, Acorn, and Agers, and I think that could honestly make them become the unanimous favorites. I just don't really feel like there's any way that both Khanada's whole team and Clix's whole team is just okay with dudding this globals. Like, Clix has literally been playing every single tournament off stream in order to get preparation for this. There's no way he's going to go into globals with the mindset that they're just going to dud because they're going to fight Khanada every game. Next up, let's talk about a clip of Agers saying that Peter was not a good IGL when he won globals. He was playing globals on easy mode.
You don't need a IGL if you have a good drop shot. Like, Peter was smart, but like, he was not a good IGL when he won globals. They just played on easy mode. He did the same shit every game.
Yeah.
He would fight the zone reveal and then tank on the island into half. He's not where it pulled.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, I'm kind of 50-50 on this take because a lot of the things that Agers was saying wasn't necessarily wrong. He literally did have pretty much every single one of the best items on the entire map in his inventory every single time. He got the coin, he got the forecast. He was technically playing globals on easy mode, and especially in a duo setting as well. As you could literally see from the globals, it's so much easier to get solo clutch points, and that is exactly what he was able to do, especially because he had all of those items, which gave him just a massive advantage on everybody else. But I feel like if we are talking about right now, I don't think we can necessarily say that Peter is not a good IGL. I remember at the beginning of the season, Acorn was pretty much trying to make the exact same argument, saying that like Peter wouldn't be a good IGL in trios and he couldn't IGL a team to an FNCS win, and now he has done that back-to-back seasons. I think one of the main people that he has to give credit to is 100% Raz though. If you've seen like any of the calls that Peter's team is in during a major tournament, they have like Queasy in the call, they have Raz, and there are so many different EU pros helping them out with different things. But at the end of the day, we can't act like Peter is just like some brain dead fragger anymore. Even if you don't want to classify Peter as like a traditional IGL, he has IGL'd his team to 6 separate FNCS wins at this point, and the last one was literally out of brutal boxcars with no mythics either. So I think it is a little bit unfair at this point if you want to say that currently Peter is a bad IGL. But even back like during his duo days with Poyo, obviously he probably wasn't a top 2 or 3 IGL in the world, but I don't think he was necessarily like bad either. Next up, let's talk about one of the more interesting opinions that I saw from Agers, and he was explaining to Clix on why Boltz is hard to play with and why he doesn't necessarily get crazy tier 1 options anymore.
Bro, I always think Acorn or Boltz could have been like the next Peter at one point. But I feel like then I feel like he just lost all his confidence. Like, I swear confidence in this game is like everything, bro. If you don't have confidence, you're not doing.
I think it's I think he's just like, he's good. He's hard to play with, in my opinion.
What's hard to play with?
He's like how he is. Like as a player.
What, is he just not grind?
He's a solo. He's just like a solo player. He's a full solo player.
Huh.
And he has like a bad mental, so like it's like kind of like hard to play with him.
It does kind of like bring me back to the discussion days though, when everybody was comparing Boltz to Peter, and even at one point in time a lot of people really did think that Boltz was better than Peter, and that was like Peter coming off of winning globals. Like the duo run that Boltz and Rapid had was just absolutely insane. I still think just like pure mechanics wise for like in-game players, Boltz is still up there, and I still think Boltz, when he is playing his best, is a top 3 fragger on the region. And I wonder if now that he is most likely going to be playing duos Boltz with Acorn, if that is just going to unlock him even more. Because if we think about the previous teammates that Acorn has had, he played with Agers last season, who led the entire thing in elims, getting like 40 elims and grands. And then we all know the huge success that he had with Cold, where Cold was also looking like one of the other best players in the entire world. So unless Acorn ends up playing with like Cold again, or if he plays with somebody like Agers, I think this really could put Boltz back into those real FNCS winning contention every single season with him and Acorn. And that to me is going to be an absolutely disgusting duo. All right, we got Peter throwing even more shots at Clix for his grand finals performance. I'm just gonna roll the clip for you guys.
I mean, yeah, who plays for second?
I mean, I can name a lot of teams, but I don't want to really be weird.
John Corker or whatever. Reet, whatever. Clix, whatever.
My God.
Actually, no. Clix was playing for first, actually, because they got 8th. They were trying to do some fucking LeBron plays against the best players in the world, knowing they're dead dog shit.
Okay, that was quick.
Now, I was more kind of interested in just the general discussion that they were having on people in trios that are playing for second instead of playing for the win. Obviously, we all know at the end of the day, Peter and Pollo are both going to be teams that don't care if they get second. They are playing for win or nothing, as we literally saw from the game 12 play where Peter was quite literally landing on Pollo, which could have fluctuated his placement from either winning the whole thing to even potentially finishing as low as like 3rd place. And when we talk about trios that are specifically playing for winning, I think there really is only a couple of teams on NA that do that. As I said earlier, like Peter and Pollo. Clix last season, I think he definitely was, but I think if we're talking about like season 1 of this chapter Clix, I don't think those guys were necessarily like playing for the win. They were more just trying to see how good of an actual trio they were. And like even going into globals now, I'm curious on your guys' opinion on this or not. Do you think Clix's team is a team that is playing for the win? I feel like Clix, Yamzo, and Higgs, just based off of one bad Grants performance, they've honestly almost become sort of underrated at this point. Like, I feel like a lot of people quite literally just forget that they got 2nd place the season before that by 14 points, I'm pretty sure, and then 3rd place the season before that, while having multiple Cash Cup wins sprinkled into that, so many top 3 finishes as well. People almost make like Clix's team out to be almost a bad trio right now, and to me, I still feel like they're a top 3 trio on NA. I know we got some more duo discussions between Clix and Agers, and Clix actually ended up saying Yamzo is definitely better than Pollo. The context of this situation is, I'm pretty sure as of right now, the duo is Agers and Yamzo, but Agers was of course talking about how he wishes that Peter just played with Cold so that he could play with Pollo. Let me just run the clip for you guys and then we can talk about it.
I don't know why Peter's not playing with Gold for duos. I thought I would just
Who's Peter playing with? Pollo?
Yeah.
Who's Pollo gonna play with?
I mean, Gold? Gold and Ritual are playing.
No way, Pollo and Cold are gonna play.
No, Pollo, Peter, and then Gold and Ritual. But
Cold
I thought,
and
like,
Ritual?
yeah, I thought Peter would play with Gold and then I would play with Pollo, but it's not what happened.
I mean, Yam's looking better.
What, than Pollo?
Yeah, 100%.
No, I just played with Pollo for so long.
You don't think Yamzo's better than
No.
Pollo? You think Pollo's better than Yamzo?
Yeah, this guy's farming clips now, bro. Nah, I just played with Pollo for a year. Like, I already know how to play with him. I've never played with Zell.
Now, do I agree with really anything that was said here? I think in the beginning when they originally were talking about how Peter should have played with Cold, I have been one of those people that kind of agrees with that. But at the exact same time, there's really no way that Peter would want to leave somebody that he just won 3 FNCSs with and a global championship. And literally at the same time, Peter explained it himself, how he would probably never want to duo with Cold just because Cold doesn't grind the game like Pollo does. I think I 100% see Peter and Pollo queuing the first FNCS together, but if they struggle, which I don't think a lot of us really do think they're going to struggle, then I could see a potential of Peter dropping Pollo once again to play with Cold for duos. But I think, like I just said, in this entire hypothetical scenario, the only way that I potentially see that happening is if Peter and Pollo somehow do bad in grands. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the Yamzo and Agers duo option sounds absolutely disgusting. I feel like for the NA teams that we already have officially announced, obviously Peter and Pollo are gonna be crazy, Acorn and Boltz are probably gonna be crazy as well. Cold and Ritual, the fighting ability on that team, I think Ritual will finally get to show why he is such a good duos player as well. A lot of people literally forget that he got 2nd place in a duo grand finals with Reet. And now that we have potentially Agers and Yamzo as well, like the fighting duos meta seems to be here. And a lot of these pros just realize that if they want to keep up in fragging ability with Peter and Poyo, they're going to need to play with the best potential fighter that they can. One of the main rumored duos right now that for somebody of Clix to play with is Higgs. I'm curious on who would actually be IGLing that duo. I'm assuming it would have to be Clix, but at the exact same time, I don't think that is like 100% confirmed or nothing like that. And I wouldn't be surprised if both of those players tried out some other options as well. Now, I didn't even discuss the part where Clix said that Iyamzo is currently a better player than Poyo. Clix was literally like cheesing and smiling the whole time when he was saying that. So I don't even think he himself believes that as of right now. But if you're asking me on my opinion on that, no, I also don't agree with that either. I think that Poyo is definitely still currently a better player than Iyamzo. I know we got a trio LAN in less than a week, but I can't lie, I am super excited for duo tournaments as well. And finally, we got a clip of Faxity ending the debate on the Clix versus Mr. Savage topic, and he is saying why he believes Clix is a better pro Fortnite player, which I don't even remember who originally brought up this topic, but this has honestly been something that I don't even personally know how it was a debate to begin with.
Savage knows that he's not better than Clix, bro. Can we stop this debate? Clix, okay, is a better player, professional Fortnite player than Savage. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you way better and this and that, but he is. Clix is better. Not only is Clix better, you can tell that Clix cares a lot more than Savage as well. I'm not saying Savage can't be as good. Yes, he probably can. Maybe even better. I don't know. Savage don't care the way Clix does, bro. Clix's passion, his team, and the way he has it going on right now. He's better right now and cares a lot more about the game and is a lot more passionate. Please stop saying Savage is better than Clix.
Now, I mean, I pretty much agree with every single thing that Faxity said right here. Like I was just saying, I don't even really know how this was a debate. Not only have Clix's placements just been better like all time and recently as well, but also as Faxity said, Clix is just way more passionate than Savage is about the game. I don't agree with the argument that Savage is not passionate at all. If you've watched any of his tournaments that he has played, or even just his reaction to qualifying for globals, I don't see how people can say that Savage is not passionate about the game. But also, he quite literally did just quit completely a couple of months ago. We got a lot of clips from Clix explaining a bunch of different things today. Not very many like different clips in general though, just since people really haven't been live because everyone is like fully locked in and ready for globals now. Oh yeah, one more quick thing that I did just want to talk about since we were talking about Queasy's trio earlier. There was some big potential news that Swizzy might not be able to get his visa for globals, but this morning he did tweet out, "Got my visa, see you in Lyon," and he is officially going to be at globals. So one of our LAN favorites officially has their full trio, and this is just going to be so exciting in general. Other than that though, remember, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we try our best to upload daily competitive content for you guys. Let me know which topics you guys agreed with and disagreed with in the comment section down below. Please use code KDog in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. YouTube says enjoy one of these videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Make sure you guys follow me on my Twitch or come back here tomorrow if you guys want to watch the final trio Div Cup finals with me. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.